Why don't you go ahead and tell me about how those classes have been going for you so far?
Overall, I mean, I'm doing all right in the classes. It's not something I'm worrying about right now. Like, these definitely aren't the best grades I've had. With adjustment to online school and how I've taken it mentally and with balance of like work and stuff like that, I think I'm doing pretty good for working the amount I do and, going into freshman with online college. I'm pretty, I'd say, happy with myself for how I've adjusted to this and how well I'm doing considering the circumstances I'm currently in.
Has it been easy to work with professors and like the online interface and stuff, or has it been difficult so far?
I feel like communicating with professors have definitely been more limited solely because, I'm not actually on campus. I'm far away. Like, if I wanted to go see a professor, I could walk to their office. And, it's a little easier now because I could email a professor whenever. But oftentimes their office hours are when I have other classes. When it comes to, like, emailing a professor, usually they get back to me within a day or two. So overall, it's been all right.
Between your work, because I know you work outside of school, and in the news, just with everything, whether it's about the coronavirus or politics, how do you balance like the weight of all of those things and get good grades too?
I'll wake up pretty early, like 7 or something like that, even earlier than that sometimes, and it's like therapy to me. I will go and I'll just drive to Starbucks and get coffee, and I'll take like a really long way home, and I'll just listen to music, clear my mind, and enjoy myself. And honestly gets me going for the day. And like, it'll really get me through some days. Work gets hard, something like that. I'll slip up a little bit, but I got to get back. But honestly, just going for drives and like times to clear my mind and hang out with friends and do the little things that I like is definitely what's keeping me somewhat happy and like pushing me through this whole thing.
Want to take me through how like OU's decision to not have all their students come back was different than your friends and how you've kind of balanced that so far?
Out of all my friends, I was definitely the most excited to get to go to my respective campus, and I was a lot more like social and outgoing than a lot of my friends, and I was really looking forward to be able to go to campus. But hearing the news that we weren't going to be able to go, it's kind of heartbreaking for me because I was so excited to go and live my best life. Like, I was looking to work out, like make myself the best person I can be, and not being able to go and do that and being in quarantine really like took a mental toll on me. And seeing all my friends get to go to campus just made me more like sad. I wasn't even like, I was happy for them that they got to go, but I just felt more down in the dumps about the situation I was in, and it was really hard for me to stay positive. But I think I can just keep going, and as long as I finish strong, I think it'll be okay.
How do you feel about the possibility that you can go back? Do you believe that you'll be able to go back, and are you planning on going back?
So I filled out the contract saying I would be going back. So if we do go back, I will be going back. I'm really excited for that. I want to go back to campus, or get to go to campus in the first place. But do I think we'll go? I'm very skeptical right now because it kind of shocked me from how OU could only send so few students, but big schools with the likes of OSU could send all their students. Obviously, I realize like completely different areas with hospitals and stuff like that. It's a different situation, but seeing OU like go from sending virtually no one to, I think they said everyone, was really shocking to me, and I think it's going to change. I don't have my hopes up like I'd like to go, but I'm not getting fooled twice.
Do you think the university has done a good enough job at like prioritizing mental health throughout this?
I mean, I'd say some of the decisions that they've made regarding students going on campus hasn't been pro students' mental health, but I can't really blame them for doing all the sense. And I also try to give sympathy to the university. Like, if I was the president of the university, what would I be doing? I think I'd be like, if I was in his position, I'd be really stressed right now. Like, he definitely has one of the hardest jobs right now. So, he's got a lot on his mind. I think, them even, like, getting resources and, like, giving something like that to students, like, just telling them, like, they have somewhere to go to, I think that's really good. Like, it shows that they care a little bit at least. But I mean, just the decisions with returning students to campus and, like, how I know, like, 2 weeks before I was supposed to move in the summer, they're like, yeah, you're not moving anymore. That definitely mess with my mental health.
What is the silver lining to all this in your mind? Is there a silver lining for you?
I try to like reflect on who I am as a person almost all the time. Like, I'm always thinking like, why do I do these things? Like, who am I? Trying to build the best person I can be. And this online college, I think it's given me a good experience. Like, I'm getting classes out of the way that, you know, like I'm getting the easy classes out of where the gen eds, so I don't have to take them later. I'm working a lot, so I'm making a lot of money. Like, it might suck while I'm doing it, but I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, you know, this is definitely going to help me in my future. Like, I'm going to graduate on time. I'm making a lot of money. I think when I get to campus, it's going to be easier because, one, I'm not going to be working. I work, you know, full-time practically right now. There's going to be so much more things I can do in my time. Like, I'm going to be able to actually get sleep, work out. I can have time to study and do my homework. I can have time to have fun and stuff like that. Like, I genuinely feel like when I get to campus, I'm going to be so much better off. I think if I put up with this online crap now and I'm managing to deal with it during this time, when I get used to how it is now, it's going to be easier later, you know? Like, I feel like the adjustment when I actually get to do in-person classes, I'm going to be better off.